Hi, elegant queens. How are you all doing today? Welcome on board. I will be talking about how to become a high value queen and why it's so important. It's important for you as a woman to empower yourself to embody everything that you need to become your best self. So today I will be sharing that with you. Hi, Enor. It's great to have you join in. If you have any questions, you can throw your questions in and I will answer them before the end of the session. I'm really excited because it's one of the topics that I'm passionate about, especially for someone who had started from that journey of, searching for myself, looking for ways to be my best elegant self and ensuring that I put myself out there to attract the things that I want in terms of my relationship, my marriage, my business, my personal growth. All of this is something that I know that I had to work on. And I want the same thing for every woman because I believe that every woman should put her best self out there to attract what she desires in life. And this is that opportunity. So today we're going to take a look at how to become a high value queen. And hi, Folashade, it's great to have you join in. Let's start with who a queen is and why do I even refer to all of you as queens? First of all, when you were born on earth, you were born as a queen. Every woman is a queen. The only thing is that just a few people are able to find out, hi darling, hi. Just a few people are able to discover that trait in them and push it out and improve it and work in it. And a lot of people, even though they know that they're queens, even though they know that they're born to be queen, they suppress it because of fear, because of whatever past you've been through, whether you've had a mistake in the past or you've had your own fair share of experience. You allow all of these things to suppress the queen in you. And the earlier you start to sit on your throne, the earlier you start to occupy your space, the better for you. And because 2021 is close by, we know that this year, oh Lord, a lot of things happened in 2020 and we all can testify to how stressful it was, how it pulled a lot of people back. We want to enter the new year with every queenly confidence that we can get. And today I'm going to help you understand why you are a queen and how you can actually become a high value queen in your relationship, in your business, in your career, in your home, in your marriage, in your own personal life. Now, first of all, who is a queen? A queen is a woman who knows her worth, who does her work, who understands her purpose, and who demands her price. A woman who knows that she's worth more than the world has painted her to be. A woman who works on everything she desires, her passion, her goals, her purpose, actualizing everything she wants for herself. A woman who understands her purpose, that her purpose on earth is to make an impact. Your purpose on earth is to multiply. And I don't mean multiply in terms of children. I mean multiply in terms of finance, multiply in terms of impact, in terms of value. So as a woman, you're not only multiplying in terms of children, you're multiplying based on the number of lives that you impact, the number of lives that you touch, the number of value you add to the lives of people you meet on a daily basis. And then she demands her price. A high value queen is a woman that doesn't settle for less. Absolutely not. She doesn't settle for less. She doesn't allow people disrespect her. And she does not disrespect herself. Now, how do you even become a high value queen? Number one, what makes you high value? What's the trait of a high value queen? A high value queen is someone who knows herself. Who knows herself. And it starts with self-awareness. Do you even know who you are? They say it's a woman that knows who she is that can actually, know where she's heading to. So a high value queen is a woman who knows herself. I'll try and put my book somewhere close so that I can reach it and look through it, because I have a whole lot of things that I listed down for you ladies. Now, a high value queen is someone who knows herself. When you work on yourself, when you understand who you are, you're able to know where you're heading to. And when you know where you're heading to, it's clearer, it's easier for you to achieve your goal. Now, why is it that a lot of us women do not know ourselves? It took a long time for me to start to understand who I am. We've all been through different experiences in our lives, whether it's from our upbringing, from the things we saw our parents go through, from the experiences, the brokenness that we have experienced as women. You have experienced all of this in different phases of your life. And when you experience these things, it affects the definition of who you are. It starts to, if you're not careful, it starts to determine how you see yourself. But a high value queen is a woman who never allows her background, the experiences she's been through, her parents' relationship to affect her. Because the moment you start to live in your past, you will find it difficult to move to your present, or even to move to your future. But a high value queen takes time. It's an intentional move. So if you want to start your journey to becoming a high value queen, the first thing you must do is self-awareness. Ask yourself, who am I? And who do I want to become? What woman do I want to become? What legacy do I want to leave behind? What do I want to be remembered for? Is it the mistakes that I made in the past? Oh yes, you made a mistake. Oh yes, you had your fair share of experience. Oh yes, you were brought up in a broken home. Those things are not enough to define you. Those things are not enough to become your narrative. Because even though you went through those things in life, those things are supposed to make you a better and a stronger person. So even though your parents went through breakup in their marriage, even though you went through bad relationships in the past, even though you had fears, you had limitations, all of this, those things are things you need to start to find and fix it, so it doesn't become your narrative. Your first step is self-awareness. You were born to be queen, and you need to start to step into your queenly self. Start taking up that confidence, start taking up that throne of yours. It's time for you to adjust your crown and let the world know that yes, you might have made mistakes in the past. So yes, you might have been through your fair share of experience. It's not enough to put you down. Number 2, a high value queen is a woman who knows she's the prize. Ladies, you are the prize. You are the prize. You are God's gift to the world. And until you realize that, you will continue to settle for less. But I know that's not what you want for yourself. So the second stage is to realize that you are the prize and you can no longer settle for less. Which means whether it's in your relationship, whether it's in your business, you tell yourself that I will no longer settle for less. I will no longer allow people to use me as a doormat. I will no longer allow people to take advantage of me. I will no longer allow people to take me for granted. When you start to stand up for yourself, when you start to realize that you are a gift to someone, to your partner, to your children, to your colleague, in your business, in your career, you will no longer settle for less. A queen is someone who realizes her worth. She realizes the value she brings to the table. So even when people are questioning all of that, she's not bothered about it. She's not bothered about it. She's standing in her own crown, feeling very comfortable, very confident of herself. I'm sure you're asking yourself now, how exactly do I start to stand in my throne? Ladies, it actually starts with you. Just look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself today, as you're looking at me, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. I am worth more than the world thought possible. I am a queen in my own right, which means I will embody the traits of a queen. I will embody the confidence of a queen. I will speak to myself like a queen. I will treat myself like a queen, because it's the way you treat yourself that others will treat you. Number 3, a high value queen is spiritually grounded. Ladies, spiritually grounded. And I don't mean those who go to church or the mosque and sleep there 24/7. That's not the kind of spirituality I'm talking about. A high value queen is spiritually grounded, which means she has a connection, a relationship with God. Hi, Wajmal. Hi, Jamilola. Nice to have you all join in. A high value queen is someone who has a strong relationship with God. She has a connection with God. You know the way you speak with your parents or you speak with your partner, you get all cozy and comfortable. That's the way you get with God, because he's the first person who sees you, who knows you, who understands where you're coming from, where you stand, and where you're heading to. So when you start to build, hi, Heina, it's good to have you join in. Hi, welcome. So when you have that relationship with God, when you have a connection with God, you don't get disturbed when situations come around. You don't get bothered when things are happening. You get on your knees. A high value queen is a woman who knows how to get on her knees and pray. The hours we spend on social media, if we could spend half of that time getting on our knees and just saying, God, here I am. You gave birth to me as a queen. This queen has come before her father and she's saying, Father, take control. That kind of relationship, when you have a close relationship with your creator and you speak with him all the time, nothing will shake you. Number 4, a high value queen is a woman who is financially grounded. Now, ladies, let's talk a little bit about the financial part of it. I hear people ask me this question. Seymour, as a high value queen, can I focus on just marrying a rich man? Can I focus on just attracting a rich man and just, get a man to spoil me? Excuse me. Get a man to spoil me. After all, that's what high value is. I'm going to correct all of that today. A high value queen is a woman who attracts everything. She attracts everything. She manifests it, including wealthy men, rich men, right? But I want to let you understand something. Not all rich men are high value men. Not all money bags are high value men. So if you assume that when you marry a man who is rich, you have invariably married a high value man, you're wrong. Because money does not equate elegance. Wealth doesn't equate elegance. And it also doesn't equate high value. I have seen a lot of men who are rich, who are wealthy, but the way they treat the women in their lives, goodness, you feel so sorry for them. You feel sorry for this woman. She married up. She married someone who is wealthy. But what she did not realize is that wealth does not equate elegance. Neither does it equate high value. So when I say a high value woman is a woman who is financially grounded, I mean a woman who focuses on making her own money, managing her own money, and multiplying her own money, which means when you're going into a relationship, you are going in with your own bag, with your own cash, with your own financial stability and financial confidence. Do you know why? Because in your relationship, even if you get married to somebody who is rich, you want to have your own financial stability so that you can speak financially, you can be financially confident of yourself. And you can see what you bring to the table. Oh, the man is bringing money to the table, absolutely. But you're not there because of his money. You're there because you desire a companion who will respect you and love you. So a high value queen ensures that she's financially grounded, which means she's either doing her own business, running her own business, or she is a career woman. It's important that you work on your own finance. You work on having your own money. No matter how little you think it is something. It is something. And the more you make this money, the more you learn how to manage this money, the more you learn how to multiply your money. It's very important. I'm emphasizing on this because a lot of women have this mindset. And this is more in terms of young ladies or single ladies have this mindset that, oh, for me, if I have to become an elegant lady, if I have to become a high value queen, I just have to marry only a rich man. Trust me. Even when you find a man who is rich, you must ensure he's a high value rich man, because there are actually low value rich men. Men who have money but will insult you, will abuse you, will manipulate you, and that's not the kind of relationship you want for yourself. Number 5, a high value woman has emotional maturity. Emotional maturity. What do I mean by that? A woman who is emotionally mature is a woman who knows how to be in control of her emotion. This world, the society, the people around you will push you to the wall, will poke you to try and, shake you a bit. A high value queen is a woman who knows how to stay in control of her emotion. So no matter how much you try to push her, she's not going to allow you become the reason why she gives a public display of emotion, why she creates drama in public. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. There will always be challenges. There will always be trials. But how do you control yourself? How do you ensure that you do not allow yourself display drama in public? How do you ensure that you don't allow people make you start to say things? A high value queen is in control, because if you are not in control of your emotion, someone else will. If you are not in control of your emotion, someone else will. A high value queen never allows any other person be in control of her emotion than herself. Ladies, I would like for you to drop your questions. If you have questions you'd like to ask me, please throw it in and I will start to look through it and answer it. Also, you can share this with your friends and let's have more women join us. Like it as well. Tell me what's going through your mind. Which part of it is resonating with you? This is an interactive session. It's just going to be a very calm, relaxed moment. So I would like to hear from you. Drop your questions and I can start to answer it as we go. Number 6, a high value queen works on her purpose and self-actualization. Ladies, I see this a lot. And it comes from when you are in a relationship to when you get married. A lot of, before you became a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, you were someone who had dreams, who had aspirations, who wanted to become a particular kind of woman. But along the line, you sweep your purpose under the carpet. You sweep your dreams and desires under the carpet because for you, you're pursuing getting into a relationship, getting married, being a mother. Now, don't get me wrong. All of these things are good. Getting into a relationship and getting married is great. Having children of your own is great. But all of these things should not steal away your purpose on earth, should not steal away your desire to fulfill your big dreams. A high value queen never neglects her purpose, her goal. She works hard to achieve it. And she takes baby steps to get there. You get into a relationship, you're more focused on building the relationship. You put all your energy into building the relationship and you forget about your purpose. What you don't understand is that one of the things that made your partner, your husband, fall in love with you, get attracted to you, was your purpose. The desire to pursue your dreams, to become a great woman. That was one of the things that attracted that man to you. And suddenly you have forgotten it. You swept it under the carpet. You're more interested in building the relationship. Ladies, it's time to take a step back and ask yourself the same question I keep saying. Who am I? And who do I want to become? What kind of woman do you want to become? You can only be of value to people around you, to your partner, to your family, to your colleagues, when you focus on building yourself, when you focus on actualizing your own dreams and aspirations. Okay, so Ken Zogi says, what are the steps for self-awareness? What are the steps for self-awareness? Okay, so number one, comfortable space of yours. And start to ask yourself sincere questions. What area of my personal growth do I want to actualize in the next couple of months? What are the things holding me back? That's how you get to know yourself. What are my fears? Ask yourself, what's the fear holding you back? What's the limitation holding you back? If you could remove all these limitations and all this fear, would you be willing to step out and become your best self? Also, find out your strength and your weakness. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? A lot of times, as ladies, you focus on your weakness. You focus on the areas you're not good enough. Oh, I'm not good at this. Oh, I'm not perfect. Oh, I'm not smart enough. I'm not intelligent enough. I'm not fat enough. Oh, I'm too fat. I'm too big. I'm too slim. You focus on your weaknesses. All you need to do is focus on your strength. I'm not saying sweep your weakness away. Identify them, but don't let it become your, don't wear it like a jacket on you, and everywhere you go to, people can identify that's your weakness. No. Focus on your strength. 7, a high-value queen purges herself from toxicity. Ladies, there is toxicity everywhere, whether it's toxicity from your friends, the circle of friends you belong to, or toxicity from your family, toxicity from the workspace, or even your own toxic behavior. A high-value queen purges herself of toxicity. And let me start with the internal toxicity, because it's easy to identify toxicity from other people. It's quite easy to identify toxicity from other people, right? And you do not identify the toxicity in yourself. And when you do not deal with your own toxicity, it's practically going to be there, affecting you, holding you back. Some of the toxicity you could have is when you hold on to past mistakes. You hold on to past fear. Oh, I've been through this in my past. I've had this experience. Oh, my parents went through this and now it's affecting me. And when you hold on to past pain and mistakes, it affects you. It becomes toxic for you, because at that time, even when you see a good man, even when you see good opportunities, even when you see good platform to shine, you are still unable to occupy that space because that toxicity is holding you back. A lot of you ladies are also, you're also in group of circle of friends that have negative mindsets, that have low value mindsets, that has a tendency to pull you back. I'm sure you don't realize that your friends are toxic. No, that your friends are contagious. Let me put it that way. Your friends are contagious, which means if you have good set of friends, you tend to grow. If you mix with women who are high value, who are elegant, who are feminine, who are ambitious, who carry themselves with a high esteem, you will start to embody all of that. But when you mix with women who are low value, who have mindsets, a low value mindset, you tend to think in that manner as well. So it's important to start to purge yourself. Ask yourself, what circle do I belong to? What circle do I belong to? And how does this circle add value to my life? If your circle doesn't add value to you, if your circle is draining you more than it's benefiting you, then it's time to move. Number 7, a high value queen is a verbal powerhouse. A woman who knows how to communicate effortlessly. And I say this all the time. You are a brand. Every time you step out of your home, you are a brand, which means the way you communicate, the way you speak, everything is on the path to selling you. You're selling yourself. A high value queen is aware of it, that every time she opens her mouth to speak, she is selling herself. And if you are not communicating effectively, if you're not communicating eloquently, then you need to start to work on it. Don't tell yourself that, oh, I'm a master's degree holder, I'm a PhD holder, so I don't need to learn how to communicate. Trust me. Because you have a master's degree doesn't make you an eloquent communicator. You need to master the act of communicating eloquently. Because you can differentiate a woman who knows how to hold her own, her presence when she's speaking, and a woman who just, just blabs through her words. Who knows how to tame her tongue. She does not use swear words. Today, I see a lot of well-dressed ladies. Their face all baked, they're wearing designer outfits, and you hear them use curse words, vulgar words, all around the place. And I'm wondering, where did we get it wrong? At what point did we decide that swear words are trendy, are beautiful? A high-value queen she's never caught speaking carelessly. Not to herself, not to her partner, not to people, not to anyone. A high-value queen masters how to communicate effortlessly, eloquently, and elegantly. Number 9, a high-value queen is a woman who is comfortable setting standards and boundaries. If you do not teach people how to treat you, how will they know that you are a queen? If you do not treat yourself with respect, if you do not embody the queenly traits, how will people know that they are supposed to treat you in a certain way? Ladies, you alone can teach people how to treat you, and it's simply by how you treat yourself. Pretty simple. How you treat yourself. How do you speak to yourself? What words do you use to describe yourself in a relationship, in a business environment? What are those things you can tolerate and the things you can't tolerate? I say this to women. I say, don't tolerate today what you cannot accommodate tomorrow. Don't tell yourself, oh, he's just a good man. What he's doing, he didn't mean to do it. And you start to tolerate these things now. And in future, you expect the person to change. No. If you tolerate things, if you tolerate disrespect right now, if you tolerate abuse right now, if you tolerate being a doormat right now because you think you're desperate, because you think you are not confident enough to speak up for yourself, trust me, you are laying a blueprint on how you should be treated in future. Ladies, you must learn how to set boundaries for yourself. Set high standards for yourself. If you want to be respected, respect yourself. If you want to be treated as a high-value queen, treat yourself like a high-value queen. Number 10, a high-value queen is a refined and polished woman with social skills and presence. Ladies, the way you carry yourself in public, in a social circle, in a business environment, in your relationship, can tell what level you belong to. If you're the type who don't have confidence to hold a conversation, you cannot go in public and introduce yourself elegantly, you cannot hold conversations with people, then you need to start to work on that. Because a high-value queen is a woman who gets into a social gathering and she's so comfortable and confident to hold a conversation, introduce herself, and she has her manners all put together. She learns the etiquette and skills she needs to present herself well. She knows that she's a brand, she's a queen, and everywhere she goes, she commands attention, respect, and recognition. So she needs to project herself in that manner. a high value queen knows how to hold her presence. She has one of the most magnetic presence, an executive presence, a feminine presence. Everywhere she goes to, she holds her own. Anywhere you place her, you pick her up from a social gathering and you drop her in a business environment, she knows how to handle herself. A high value queen is a woman who learns the skills, the traits, whether it's social etiquette, whether it's dining etiquette, whether it's business etiquette. She learns everything she needs to learn so that anywhere she finds herself, she shines effortlessly. Wow. All right, ladies. Thank you so much. This has been a lot of fun. I am looking forward to doing more of this live sessions so I can take you through how to become your best elegant self and achieve eloquent speaking presence in all areas of your life so you can confidently attract high value relationship, business, and social opportunities.